Good afternoon. Doing my regular time Facebook Live today, earlier in the day, so I use better lighting. Daylight is much better than the evening lighting, thankfully. Before I get started, let me start with my introduction. Of course, you know who I am. My name is Barry Selby. I am a best-selling author, speaker, and relationship attraction expert, and I help strong, successful women find balance in love, life, and business. I'm also a passionate champion for the divine feminine. And today's topic is, by the way, is messages from the masculine to inspire the feminine heart. This is number 188. Yes, 188. These keep coming. I'm going for 200 at least, maybe 300. We'll see. Content keeps coming. I'll keep delivering. And today's topic is relationship is easy. So why invest in coaching? I'm like, how do I jump into this in a very simple way? Here's the thing. I'm actually this is from a post I was responding to in one of the matchmaking, dating, coaching Facebook groups I'm part of, and there were some comments about how hard it is to get clients, and it can be a bit of a struggle sometimes. Just to be totally transparent, I mean, I've been doing this for a while, and sometimes there's no clients, sometimes there's plenty of clients. It fluctuates, and what I was brought to realize is, and I've said this in some of my, I think there's some videos on my website talk about this even, I'm not sure. But I mentioned in the post, and I'm just going to reiterate it here, that people in general, not necessarily men or women, but people in general, will see the value in investing money and time and effort to work with a business coach. They'll also find the time, money, and energy to invest in even working with a fitness or health coach to transform their health. When it comes to relationships, there's some societal point, rule, belief running around that is a combination of two things. One is that we were raised in families, so we must know how to do a relationship. It's so easy. It's just loving somebody. It's easy to be with them. Done. No problem. Just find the right person, and away you go. So it's a game of chance in a way. I actually call it the Russian roulette of romance. That's my way of putting it. The second point is that, and in support of the first point, is to have resources like Tinder, Plenty of Fish, eHarmony, all these different apps and sites, Match.com, of course, the famous one, the big one. To have all these different resources out there that can get you matches and find you partners that will fit your criteria, which most of the sites and apps only provide like 5 or 6 demographic things like location, age, gender, stimulant preference, alcohol, drugs or cigarettes, children, that sort of stuff. None of those apps and sites really, except for a couple of them, delve into personality profiling, historical patterns, parental upbringing, dating experience, past relationships, future prospects, goals and visions. None of that stuff's included. Yet all that stuff I just mentioned should, in quotes, should be your highest priority when you're looking for a partner. So the question is, do you then just bloat that out on the first date and say, well, what are your choices in this area of destiny and your history and your relationships and your family upbringing? Most people don't. Not until you're 2 years into a relationship wondering why the hell they're cheating on you. I'm being clear about this and I hope you get the point. Having just talked to a friend of mine who is just going through a horrendous divorce after being married less than a year, like several months, and having this experience of a guy who basically cheated on her. They just got married. He left her high and dry paying the rent on the place they had, which is it's not a cheap rent either. Well, come to find out that his background was from a broken home, and that he was cheated out of love so much in his family, he went outside of his own relationships to find love because he was cheating on himself. Now, that's a very abbreviated way of explaining the situation and what was happening, and he wasn't my client, so I can't go into details either, because I don't know much about it, except that there were I would say obvious, but there were certainly signs of that behavior being in his DNA, or at least in his makeup. So how does this relate to what I'm talking about? It's a good thing you asked. Let me explain that one for a second. Your choices in partnership, first of all, what you're choosing needs to be really clear. And I want to make sure you get this. What you're looking for in a relationship is not happenstance. What you're looking for in a relationship needs to be really clear. And to the degree of knowing perhaps even what their work is about, what their family relationship is about, definitely. How they were brought up, where they lived, all these different details that may not be available right off the bat. Second piece is you're also going to figure out, well, I won't say figure out the right word. If you want to have the most amazing relationship, 9 times out of 10, you're in the majority of people, or I should say you're one of the 9 out of the 10, who has had some sort of historical screw up in your upbringing. You have had challenges in your life in the past. Now, I'm actually, by the way, I'm just distilling down the bullet points from several different Facebook Lives I've done to give you this teaching, which is really a compound teaching, so you understand where I'm coming from and what you may want to look into getting support about. Your adult life is being run by your childhood programming as a kid. In the area of relationship particularly, how your parents related to you, how you were loved, how you gave love, how you received love, all that stuff. That programming, which you didn't know you have, because everybody has it, is running your adult dating choices. I think you might be going, oh crap, or you might be going, aha, or like, what was my childhood like? Because some people, they've actually numbed it out. What this brings me to the point of saying is that being in a relationship is easy. Being in a healthy and fulfilling and long-term relationship isn't so easy. And just like being in business or working on your health, having somebody who knows more than you about this area and getting their support, getting their guidance, investing in their coaching is a wise choice. Especially if you don't want to spend the next 10 relationships guessing. I'm not sure if there's much I need to say beyond that. I want to make sure you get this point clearly. It's something that I'm aware of a lot over the last several years of doing this work. And in my own journey too, to be transparent, I didn't get help myself. I was blissfully ignorant. And I didn't know until I started really going in deep and getting some help to understand when I was off track, why I kept repeating the same mistake in relationships. But I know now, and I don't do that anymore, because I fixed it. Or should I say I got help to resolve it. Fixing is not quite the right word. You may be in the same boat. You may be getting to the point where you're going, you know what, I've done this thing so many times in relationships, different partners, different people, and the same thing keeps happening. Maybe that's something I need to look at. If you're not doing that, then you're going to keep repeating the same problem or same challenge if that's not working for you. If you're repeating the same thing every time and you love it, go right ahead. But for most of us, including myself, we've had patterns in the past where the relationships we had didn't work out the way we wanted. And in fact, the experience we had in that relationship was mirrored or repeated over more than one relationship. That's called serial dating, or at least it's one way of putting it. And if you don't get the help with somebody else's eyes that can see beyond your own, so you should get a more perspective and a different viewpoint, then you're not going to get very far ahead. That's the lesson I learned myself, and I want to share it with you. So, to summarize this really clearly, especially if you want to have a relationship that lasts your whole life, or the rest of your life, it's the biggest investment you can make of your time. More than career, more than your health, is partnership. Well, at least equal to, let me be clear about that. So why not invest your time, your energy, and yes, even your money in getting support in the area of heart-based loving? I'm going to leave it with that. I want your questions and answers and thoughts below this video, and even if you want to send messages over social media or reach out to me through my website, you can do that too. But I want to have you sit with that and consider this as I say meditate on it, but just review it and just sit with it yourself and see what comes up for you. You might be pleasantly or unpleasantly surprised. Yeah, that seems to be the point I want to make. Okay, I'm just going to keep a quick gift wrapping on this, as it were, or parentheses on this. This is one of my Facebook Lives that I do every day. This is number 188 in an ongoing series of Facebook Lives called Messages from the Masculine, Inspire the Feminine Heart. You can watch all of them on my website, which is barryselby.com. You can click on the video blog page to watch all of the broadcasts. They're all out there. They're only about 10, 12 minutes each, and each one's different. And the titles are there, so you can scroll through and find the ones you love or hate to watch. This one is going to be up there shortly, and it's also going to be on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, which is where I save them as well as on my business page. So again, if this inspires you, challenges you, or just wakes you up, please comment below and let me know your thoughts. I'll get back to you. And also, if you know anybody should watch this perhaps, maybe an ex, share it with them as well. With that, I want to say thank you for watching, as always, for supporting my message and for getting it out there. If you want to share it with people, please do. I trust you find value in what I'm sharing. I hope I'm delivering something of value to you. Sometimes I want to challenge you, sometimes I want to just inspire you, and sometimes it's all of the above. Thanks for being with me. I'll be back again tomorrow, and sit with this question about what is your investment in yourself when it comes to love and relationships. I'd like to know your answers. Put them below. All right. I will see you again tomorrow for number 189. And have a great evening. I'll see you again soon.